Saturday morning to you all. Dadman Walking 55 coming to you from the East Coast at 8 after 11. Yes, I'm a few minutes late because I got harassed in the back room so badly by 3 miscreants that come through. And, well, I still have them around, so they must be doing something good for me. One of them being my wife. So let's go ahead and bring her in tonight. The great Mrs. Dadman Walking. Hello, sweetheart.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm good. I enjoyed seeing Joel's get blown up. So, yes.
Yes.
Or as I would say, I'm fine. How are you?
I know you are. Har.
We'll make it mistake. Anyway.
Okay, no, that's not.
Yes, indeed. Yes. But hey, we got that. That's how kind of. Wait, I'm the romantic, Mrs. Oui, comment allez-vous, mon chéri?
All right. You know, I can still do this. We will have none of that on this show.
Well, it's after dark. Anyway, all right. Okay. Speaking of after dark, we got the great Wes Cagle, Crown Prince of New Jersey. Hello.
What's up? What's up?
What a thing to follow coming in, right? How are you tonight, Wes? Feeling good?
Pretty good, sure as you're born.
All right. Well, we got some cool stuff in for everybody tonight, too. Let's not last but least. Oh, God, I can't English. What is this? It's not
last but not least.
Not least. Thank you.
Last but not least.
Not least is the great Sam Wolf and Sergeant Dad. Hello.
Yep. Sergeant Dad's popping popcorn. And for some reason, I don't know why, but howdy ho neighboroonie just popped into my head. So I don't know. Evidently.
Ned Flanders. We got Ned Flanders on this show tonight. Hey. Hi, dilly day.
Yep.
Sam, how are you tonight?
We're doing pretty good. We think we've got all of the, miscreants in their beds, but they might sneak out and, plan a mutiny. We haven't just found out yet. So
I love your kids, and they were so great during that football game. I love the passion. So I could see them causing a riot. You said miscreants. I figured probably we got one in the hot tub there in New Jersey tonight, but you never know. But hey,
that sounds good.
What kind of flavoring do y'all put on the popcorn? Just straight butter, or do you do the flavor stuff?
We do flavor stuff sometimes, but probably just straight butter today. I really love everything bagel seasoning on my popcorn. My husband does not like that.
How do you cook your popcorn? Is it air pop? Do you cook it in a
air popper? Straight up. Yep.
I bought this. It's like it's a viral thing, and I actually bought it to try it. It's a silicone popcorn popper. You can cook in the microwave.
I've seen those,
and it works. It's amazing.
If it's silicone based, is it a Pam Anderson product?
Sure. Yes, yes, it is. And but it pops wonderful. I either do that now. Or I use my wok, and I pop it in the wok.
A little bit of oil in it.
That takes skill, and I'm kind of lazy.
It really doesn't, because basically all I do is I have the wok, and I have a lid big enough to fit over the wok, and I just shake it, for a little bit while it's cooking, and I don't. And when you hear it stop popping, then you take it off the fire. I have a gas stove. So I don't know how well it would work with electric. But,
sadly we have electric currently, and I'm not so happy with that. But we deal with it.
Electric. So what you got to do, though, don't you?
Do you prefer gas, though? Do you prefer gas?
Oh, straight up, gas stoves all the way. No question.
You can control the temperature better. When you turn it on, it's hot. When you turn it off, it's off. That's not the way electric is.
You can finesse it.
Well, you better not live in New York or California. They want to ban those.
Yeah, I know. That's been a thing around the country.
Honey, Callie, we're good.
That's why I don't live there. And and if they did ban them, I have the little butane single burners.
Yeah.
Yep, camp stoves.
Yep. Well, it's not really a camp stove. They use them a lot, but I guess you could say it's a camp stove. But it's really like a single burner. And I could use those too. Yeah, I use them when I cook my
Did Sergeant Dan back?
Sorry, I'm buffering.
Oh no, you're fine. You're buffering.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, Sergeant Dad back? Is he back?
Yeah, he's here.
Hey, Sergeant Dad, how are you tonight?
Pretty decent. Yeah, I'm just hanging out with the wife. And you guys,
cool.
of course. I'm gonna share something funny.
Oh no.
So
Okay.
Don't believe anything he says.
Oh yes, I will.
Actually, I'm gonna take back what I said. It's not funny so much as an interesting little.
I can't wait to Fortnite
See-
with you guys. You two are going to be a riot with Fortnite.
You know that electric stoves are incredibly good if they're designed slightly better.
Mhm.
Here's the funny thing. They're electric, right? They already come with circuits. Putting a thermometer that literally just tells the temperature of the actual surface is an easy install. And I don't know why it's not been done for any of the modern normal normal electric stoves. It can be easily done it's done on some industrial ones, some commercial grades. I don't know why not in consumer products like that. It's not even an expensive retrofit. It takes like about $15 to do, maybe.
Oh wow.
In other words, you can easily retrofit an electric stove to work.
But I wonder if but I wonder if they would break a lot. I wonder if they think people would be too stupid to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, people can't even
because most
people can't even set the clocks on their microwaves.
Well, speaking of stupid and silly, I'm going to get into our first story in just a second. Let me go through the chat really quick because I had to make sure I didn't say silly and stupid with the chat, but Fallout Dave, great to see you.
Fallout Dave, you can say silly.
Yes. And Sam, who's this? Oh, it's our panelist. Hey, Sam. Wes Cagel's here. Sashi, greetings to you.
Hey, Sashi.
Good to see you. Wonder if we're going to get any recipes tonight. Hey, Lemon Pie. Hello, Citrus. Yes, indeed, a late night stream that is actually late at night. But Lemon Pie, I've had either Germans or people from the UK, so at least somebody has been sort of late. And to me, the last 6 months, 9 p.m. is late for me. But great to see you, Citrus. Hope you're doing well. Dave says hello again, and I love the way he says fruitcakes. I love
fruitcakes
spelling. So. And then, of course, Wes Cagle singing in the tub. How are you tonight? Here's the cranky guy, Tom F. Just saying hi from bed. Sorry, can't make it. Cranky dude needs sleep. Well, we understand that, Tom. That happens sometimes.
Well, cranky wife might be going to sleep soon, too, so I understand.
Oh, man. Lemon Pie said, I don't eat popcorn. No way, no how. Game over, man. Wow.
Why do you not you just don't like it? You know, we had a niece that was allergic to corn.
That's right. Yes.
It was so funny. I knew she was allergic to corn, but this is when my brain wasn't working very well. And I was watching them and I asked their mom, I said, so I can give them popcorn as a snack, right? And they looked at me like, you didn't really ask that, did you? And I'm like, no, really? And they're like, popcorn? I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's kind of like that place that had told you they had gluten-free mayonnaise. You know, it's like,
oh yes,
yeah. But hey,
but you know, bless their hearts.
Yeah.
And I truly mean that because they really were trying to accommodate people with gluten
allergies, because we've been there a couple times over the years and they got better about it. Sashi says he's not going electric. His gas stove isn't going to be taken out now by a solar flare.
I just love gas stoves, man.
Yeah. Oh, and Sashi makes the point. That's why even when I do a quote late night, I've been lazy to change thumbnails, really. So even though it's 9 o'clock is not late for most people, it's got to be later night. It's going to be late night somewhere for somebody in the world. You know, like
it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you had a cat transcendence moment, Mrs. Dadman? No.
Yes, I did, Sashi. Yes, that's a video that's over on my Discord. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well,
Sashi shared that.
Maybe this is more translucence, not transdecent. Transcendent.
Transy.
Because I showed this the other night, folks. You remember the story about the great radioactive shrimp that have been coming over to the U.S. from overseas markets?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You remember that, Mrs.?
I vaguely do, yes.
Our kid was like, I'm in the middle of stream. Dad, they're new radioactive shrimp and all. Don't eat a shrimp at Walmart. Well, and I showed this the other night. Wes remembers this. And we do not go into politics, but it is popular culture with you got to see the damn thing. All right, here we go. John Kennedy, the senator, with this on the floor of the Senate. If you eat some of the radioactive frozen shrimp that foreign countries are sending to America, you may end up looking like this picture from the movie Alien. I just love it.
That's
you got
funny.
you got nuclear shrimp, you got an alien, and this. Speaking of this being funny, is I think of the scene from Spaceballs when he gets the hat and cane and does
yes.
the Michigan J Frog.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, Sachi's claiming responsibility for it. Oh no, he's saying Indonesian, not Malaysian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder how they do. I wonder if it's from test bombs or just dumping, or I don't know if they ever got to the bottom of how you have radioactive shrimp though.
Was it the Seychelles? Where did we do the nuclear testing out in those islands?
I know.
Marshall Islands.
Marshall Islands. Yeah.
You know what? Must be out by the Marshall Islands, and then it's all our fault anyway.
Well, we'll still blame we blame the British for it or the French. So, but
no. When in doubt, blame the French.
Exactly. I think everybody's. So,
I'm a little bit French. I can say this. A little bit.
What are you not? You're Italian?
I'm not
French?
Asian. I'm not any form of Asian.
Okay. Well, I just had to check.
Okay, wait. Unless you count Middle Eastern as Asian, I don't.
That one is sometimes it is it not? You are correct.
Yeah.
Because of Eurasia. Which
okay.
Can you say which country or which group?
So according to DNA testing, I'm Uzbeki or Northern Afghani.
Okay. That would be Asian. Oh gosh. You probably could talk to Anna about that with the Uzbekistan. So
what happened was my family were Sicilian traders, and we're not joking when we said they picked up a spouse in a different port every generation.
Listen, Sam. One thing I know is you're so serious with stuff. I don't
very
think you're
interesting.
joking. That is, but yeah.
And, the Native American is what shocked us, because we knew we were Heinz 57 all varieties to some extent because of the British and the Italian. Between being Mediterranean, like in the shipping industry, you're going to be a mixture. And then you add in British because of the, empire whole thing going down. We knew we were going to be a mixture. It was the Native American that threw us off.
Yeah.
We're still trying to figure out where that came from.
Well, Sashi's saying cesium-137 contamination of a site. Hey, Sashi, do you have any special recipes for radioactive shrimp? And Sashi says, don't worry, my presence gives you guys a bit of leeway for any cancellations regarding Asians. So, yes. He is our official Asian here. He goes around and gives us the cards. And actually, all the recipes he sends you, Mrs., are just amazing. Now, I wonder, one of the things that, and let's do this now because I got two different stories. Come up the other night, Mrs. and I got home for the first time in a couple months together, and we went to Olive Garden. Like the place where you go in your family, and we can't blame Sashi. Well, he's willing to take all the blame. So, but yeah. Olive Garden says when you're here, your family, or beneficia, whatever the hell they say and stuff like that. And you keep telling me that's not real Italian food. Why is I like my breadsticks. I like my fettuccine Alfredo. What did they do? Why is it not real Italian?
Babe, you want the quick answer, or the 2-layered answer?
The 2-layered.
Because the quick answer your wife already gave you.
Well, me, she'll tell you I'm very dense and I don't do well with quick answers. So
Okay. So there's two layers. There's the whole fact that Italian food in Italy is not like Italian American food.
right.
And there's
Yeah.
and we'll get back to that point, but that's the first point. The
And I
second
think
point
you
is
touched on that a little bit the other night, but apparently I'm still not getting it.
no, it's all right. And then the other part, we'll get into that one a little bit more in detail. That one's actually kind of fun. I get excited about that part because like
Yeah.
people don't always realize it. It's like people, I'm also Irish and people think that, you know, potatoes and cabbage and all that is still what people eat in Ireland. And that's not how they eat in Ireland anymore. That's how they left, ate when people left because of the famine. It's that sort of concept. But anyway,
Mhm.
the other reason is it's the whole corporatization of food. And this is my other big pet peeve. I'm a huge proponent of mom and pop restaurants. I love like the little legit like mom and pop restaurants because as soon as you corporatize, as soon as you go national, as soon as you get that big and then you have to worry about standardization of your food because people have an expectation of what it's going to be like at every place at every time. And so you can't guarantee that every cook is going to have the same skill level. And so then you have to have a corporate level production center. And so then you're more reheating stuff than making things from scratch. And the more you do that, the more preservatives preservatives and stuff you're adding into it. It just affects the flavors and the taste and everything like that. So like it's the McDonald's of Italian food, first of all. I mean, don't get me wrong. Have eaten there, would eat there if I still could, but they're just not enough on their menu that won't complicate my health issues.
Right. But you know, like you said, you touched on something about the corporatization of it because Miss and I talked about it because we always loved Longhorn over the years. Well, when Longhorn first started, it was its own little thing. I remember taking my mom and dad there once, and my mom's like, "Oh dear God, where are you taking us? This is a honky tonk." And I'm like, "No, Mom, just they throw peanuts on the shells," but it had that feel. But then over the years, they bought by Darden, who bought Red Lobster and Olive Garden.
They were
all
a bigger,
very similar.
They were a bigger restaurant, but they were not like in this big conglomerate of restaurants.
Yeah.
And as soon as it went under Darden, it became awful. It was awful.
Very
they lost the I mean, even though they were like on a big chain, it was like the managers and the people that were in charge of those or the co-owners. I don't quite know how they did it of the restaurants. They lost control.
And then they lost sight of what made them special to begin with. That's the problem when you get. Yep. So that's the problem when you get these large corporations that have a lot of different brands under one umbrella. The thing is, people go to Olive Garden for one thing. They go for the Italian family style food, like the big salad, the bread, it may not be authentic, but at least it has an atmosphere and an expectation. But I've even noticed over the years, the quality has gone downhill. The quality of the sauces, it doesn't have the same level of flavor that it used to have. And then that's the same thing that they're complaining about with Cracker Barrel. Like this is not just an Olive Garden problem. This is a Cracker Barrel problem. This is a Chick-fil-A was starting to have that issue and they are fixing it. Thank goodness. But like this is the issue when you get too big for your britches and you forget why people liked you in the first place. And that's one reason why I love mom and pop restaurants because these small, more regional or mom and pop restaurants, they know their clientele, they know their customers, they specialize. And when I'm going to go get food, I want specialization. Like if I'm going out to eat and I'm not making the food from scratch for my family, I want it to be worth the money I'm spending, especially nowadays. We got a family of 6. If we go out to eat, we're spending $75 to $100 on a meal.
Oh, wow.
And I want it to be worth it.
That's not including drinks. If you get drinks, add another.
Wow,
that's because we're cheapskates and our kids only get water and we don't drink alcohol.
Yeah. I mean, but even just the dinner prices. Hey, Kimberly Anhart, good to see you today too. It's like we said this too about we talked
Go
about
ahead.
our family earlier before the stream. Yeah, my sister's like, "Oh, this isn't Taco Bell." Well, it's like, no, it's authentic
This
Mexican.
isn't Mexican food. This isn't like Taco Bell. But you know, Sashi, he does make a point when if you look a little further down, Dadman, it's like
Oh yeah.
it's like when you're talking of American versus other countries, because
Oh
the
yeah.
stuff that they allow in this country, you know, that the crap that they allow in American food,
Yeah.
which is
Oh, yeah.
banned in almost every other continent, you know. So, like you said, McDonald's is weird. It's almost like
Mhm.
fine dining. I mean, you
Yeah.
can go to some McDonald's in country. They have glass, glass. You drink out of glass. You know, it's not like the McDonald's here.
Heck,
So,
well,
yes.
here,
you know, I'm sure sometimes we're talking about things, and
Yeah.
like Sashi and maybe other people in other countries going, I don't understand.
but the
You know,
prices
I
here,
don't get it.
the prices here are almost
Yeah.
like fine dining at McDonald's and the fast food places. You might as well go to a sit down restaurant to get a burger and fries
Oh
because
yeah.
you're paying about the same much for a lower quality product.
For the cost of
Mhm.
going to a standard restaurant, oh gosh, what was it? My dad came down to visit. He loves taking us to Black Bear Diner. It is a
Mhm.
chain. It is slightly corporate, but it's still smaller and it still has pretty good food. Very, it's a diner.
What?
Come on, it's diner
What?
food.
What? Lemon pie? You had a beer at McDonald's in Rome? Wow. Okay.
No, I can believe that.
Oh
It's
boy.
not, no, we were watching that show with my kids about Italy, and they're like, "Mom, why are they talking about alcohol all the time?" I'm like, "It's because it's Italy, honey." They're like,
It's
"But we
safer
don't
than the
drink
water.
alcohol, and we're Italian." I'm like, "Yeah, well, that's because we don't drink alcohol. But everyone else in Italy does."
Yeah. I tell you, but like to your point though, really with like you said, I really because I know you probably can get it down into the ingredients and stuff about giving me a hard time about the Olive Garden, but I do agree because the other day the one on Twitter, because you say I live on Twitter, but I got so much joy to share everybody, including food. You'd think I was Italian, but that pizza was from a local pizza place.
Yeah.
We get Stromboli there. It's
Which I
freshly made
always find
calzone.
it's interesting that a lot of the Italian restaurants here, the smaller ones, they're run by people what Turkish, or I mean they're not Italian.
They're not Italian. I think that they may be like Albanian, Turkish,
or Turkish. We've done some of
what they're doing is they're pulling into the Mediterranean. So other Mediterranean foods have started to grow in popularity, and because people are more familiar with Italian food than they are with broadly Mediterranean food in certain areas, it's easier for marketing purposes for them to label themselves as an Italian restaurant than a Mediterranean restaurant, because people will know what they're getting, where they won't if they label themselves as Mediterranean. Where
people will,
and because we're military and stuff, I love Mediterranean food. And so we eat broadly Mediterranean food. So that's North African, that's Greek, that's Turkish. I'm broadly Mediterranean anyway, so I'm good with all that stuff. And I love learning how to make all that food too.
Yeah.
So it's not a big deal in my opinion. But
it's just an interesting it's just an interesting when you look at it. It's just kind of interesting. But again, to your point, that it's just like those smaller places. I enjoy, Miss and I do. We try to go to the smaller places as much as we can when we can. But occasionally, like the other night, we got the unlimited pasta bowl, which Mrs. came up with the idea, and we just loved it.
I can't. Every time I do it, I say I'm never doing that again.
Yep.
I say I'm never doing that again.
Let me get to Wes though. Let me get to Wes real quick. Okay. Wes, you still with us?
Or did we put you to sleep?
Mr.
I think we put him to sleep.
Mr. Cagle.
West. Wakey, wakey.
Wakey, wakey. I'll whisper in your ear.
I think we put West to sleep.
Well, he did say it was a long day, so hey, he's still. well,
so is he away from me? Is he asleep at the keyboard?
No, he normally types an AFK if he walks away, or BRB. But it's kind of like we could cut the stream and just leave him live. So
it would be really funny.
Well, because he's
Yeah.
had to take over. He's had to take over other streamers' streams and keep because they fell asleep on the stream or whatever. So, but
That's
but we'll get his point on here at some point. But yeah, what is comics? Not God. There's too many dads and all. So Sergeant Dad, you got any thoughts on the Italian, the Olive Garden? Do you love the Olive Garden, or you defer, or is your wife right that there's nothing like a good, true Italian dish?
Well, I mean, let's be real here. For most Americans, Olive Garden is about as Italian as they get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and actually, we can thank the popularity of Italian food to World War II.
And Olive Garden.
No, that's because of World War II.
Yeah, because your family there, I love that.
Well, yeah, exactly. No, but in World War II, what happened was they had issues with the supply chain. And so in Italy, they had a hard time getting food to them. And so the army chefs and the military chefs started going out to the local nonnas, the grandmas, and saying, hey, teach us how to cook, teach us how to use what we've got here to feed our soldiers. And so they started teaching them how to make Italian food. And so they started learning how to make all this Italian food, and they came back to the United States and they just kept doing it. Sometimes some of them opened up restaurants and things like that. And so the troops got used to Italian food, and that's what actually popularized Italian food in America. Prior to World War II, the average American, Anglo-American, did not consider Italians white. We were actually considered not white. We were considered, and there would be places that wouldn't hire you if you were Italian or had an Italian name. You had to Americanize your name.
Because
other.
Well, that all that's happened over the years. I know the Irish have had issues. I know during World War II, many Germans had to.
My great grandmother had to not say where she was from during the war because she is 100% German.
Yeah,
they had to. They lied. They lied.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like the German community had to do that. A lot of them lost their culture or language because of it. The Italian community held on to things a little bit more. The Japanese community felt like they had to assimilate. There was a lot of issues because of the Enemy Alien Act that was used by the president to protect, quote unquote. But it ended up being fought. And but anyway, it was just but then the other thing is, when Italians moved here, you have to understand, Italy was starving. We had just unified. We didn't have a functioning central government. The mafia and organized crime were trying to take over the industry and run things from the sidelines. And so Italy in the late 1800s, early 1900s was not a functioning country. And so a lot of Italian Americans that immigrated in that time frame when there was a huge surge, it was because they were literally starving. There was no food, there were no jobs, there was nothing for them in their country. And so they came here to America, and they had all these dishes in Italy. Like, you can't go to Italy you typically and get chicken parmesan. It doesn't exist because they didn't have the chicken to use in the dish. Like, there's a lot of vegetarian dishes in Italian cuisine in Italy because of the lack of prevalence of meat. If you had an animal, it was much better to keep that animal and use them for for like milk, like if you had a goat for milk or cheese and things like that, than to kill them and eat them. And we just lost your husband. Did I put him to sleep too, Mrs. Dadman?
Oh, did I don't know. I think he might have left. He might have hit the wrong button. Yeah. He hit the wrong button.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I hit. It's too easy.
I'm like, wow, I'm putting everyone to sleep. Maybe I'm the wrong guest to have.
No.
Thanks, Lemon Pie. I'm glad you're still here.
Do you think that some of this is, I think also, how it became Americanized, because like you said, they used ingredients that they had here, and like you said, they didn't have chicken there, so they could take chicken here and tweak it and make it something here, and because it become American Italian food.
Exactly.
And not anything that was ever over there. And I see that
Yep.
with Asian dishes here,
Yep.
that are not, they are American. They're American through and through, but they've got they kind of started with the base of an Asian dish, and then
Mhm.
they used whatever ingredients here or whatever their tastes were here. They might not necessarily
Like a
like.
Philadelphia roll in sushi. And that's
It's
not something you're going to find in Japan.
no, that is so American. Yes.
Oh yeah. The missus always tells me that is such an American. But see, I can't eat it
roll.
because of the cream cheese. I mean, the cream cheese gets me. We
But
talked
you
about
don't eat anything with cream cheese, though.
Yeah, I know. It's
We've already had this conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, Sashi said, "Don't worry, Sam Wolf. You won't put me to sleep. It's too early for me." Though Sergeant Dad is awfully quiet, though.
Oh,
He's eating popcorn.
He's eating popcorn.
Yes, he's been eating the popcorn, and he's heard he's heard the rant about. Well, the thing is, your wife actually had it on point, and he's heard me give this lecture before. A lot of food when people immigrate to the United States, they Americanize it themselves. The culture themselves does it, and so because all of a sudden they had chicken, they're like, heck yeah, we're gonna make chicken parm instead of eggplant parmesan. Plus, eggplant was less common in the United States at that time, so they just adapted. I have a friend from college, and one time I brought him over, and I'm like, hey, I want you to try my meat sauce and tell me if it's anything like the stuff in Italy. And he tried it. He's like, this is really great. It's not meat sauce, honey. I'm like, brilliant. Okay.
So what was the difference that you did that they said, what did you not do? Was it the type of meat you used?
So I added spices because that's how my nonna would make hers. But actually, straight up legit meat sauce in Italy is just salt, tomatoes. It didn't have as much seasoning.
Interesting.
The meat is the seasoning.
Okay, we have to now bring something in. So tonight we were watching a show from Amazon Prime. It was the James May, Our Man in Italy thing he did.
Yeah, which was so funny.
If you haven't watched it, he did seasons of it. One was Japan, one was Italy, and I forgot where the other one. We haven't watched that. And we were watching the second episode with our kids, and he literally goes to a pizza academy.
It's a school to teach people how to make
Italian
pizza Napoletano, which is like Napoli,
and of course, being the British comedian a bit that he is, he of course decided to make a proper pizza.
Oh no!
And it had no cheese, blood sausage.
It was an English breakfast pizza. It had all the stuff for an English breakfast on a pizza,
like with the baked beans and the egg and all that.
Yes, it had the beans
and everything.
Wow!
So of course we were sitting there cheering him on. I mean, some of us were.
No,
that's just this so.
Thank goodness my children were all on my side. Only my husband thought it was funny.
It kind of hurts my heart a little bit.
I know, right?
I know. It's like, oh my gosh, England and Italy coming together in a bad way.
You don't mess with the country's food in their country, man.
No, I mean, geez,
it's like making fun of spam in in Asian countries. They like spam.
They like KFC too.
Also, World War II. That spam.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
So Sam is trying to. Oh yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, just don't mess with it. Oh, not when you're there. That just hurts my heart a little bit.
No,
I bet it was funny, but it still probably hurt my heart.
Yeah, we were watching it, and we've been saving for years and years. I want to get back to Sicily and Napoli in that area where my family is from, and actually see it.
Sashi, only the Brits can have so many diverse colonies and not bring back flavor. Sorry.
I know.
Yes.
Someone needs to invade with sauces. Actually, no, the Indians already invaded with sauces, so they're gonna. I cannot believe
it is very big in Britain.
The national dish in Britain is now chicken. Oh, what is it? It's Indian butter chicken.
Yeah, I've actually had a friend that made dinner themselves at home, and it was curry. It's like
I love curry. My husband's family are very multicultural in a lot of ways, and then my family. I just love food from a lot of different countries. My sister-in-law is Filipino, but she was an Hindi linguist. Chicken tikka masala is so good. You're right, Sashi. I love chicken tikka masala. She was a Hindi linguist, and so she learned how to make a lot of Indian food and curries. And so she's taught me that too. And then worked, know a lot of people from different Latin American countries. So I've had them teach me how to make papusa, mangu, all these different things. And then just being Italian, I've got that. And then Japanese friends taught me how to make sushi. So I'm like, why go out to a lot of these restaurants when I know how to, like, I've had people from those countries teach me how to make them.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
and I can make them at home.
Well,
curries are I mean, you have to learn different spice profiles and things.
Yep.
Is that correct? So different types of curries have, and actually could take years to really master.
Oh, I'm not a master by any means, but I'm
no, I'm not saying you are, but I'm just saying that to really master the art of curry. I got a curry cookbook and it says like 500 curry recipes or something like that, and I kind of looked at it and I went, oh my gosh, I love looking at it, but I probably will never. I'm too afraid to try any of them.
Did we ever get to the second level of my complaint about or like you said, we're saying about why Olive Garden's not true Italian? Did we get to the second level yet, or did we take a squirrel?
Yeah, because the first level was the corporatization, and the second level is that Italian food evolved when it came to the United States, and so Italian American food is not Italian food,
right?
Just like Tex-Mex is not Mexican,
right? Or like some maybe some of our food overseas may not be the same because people in some places call what we call a biscuit, they call them a scone or something like that. It's a sweet thing, but it's not. A biscuit in the South is just a plain. I mean, you need butter if you get
it even comes to the whole thing of like how you can't have a Philly cheesesteak that tastes exactly like a Philly cheesesteak out of that area because the wild yeast in that area that goes into the bread changes the flavor of the bread. And so the rolls and everything with that, it just all tastes differently. Whereas my mom's from the Bay Area. Sourdough bread from the Bay Area has got a different flavor than sourdough from the Midwest. So there are regional components to those things. That's why some of these Napoletano pizzerias in the United States, they actually import their flour and their yeast from Italy so that the yeast actually has that same flavor because the yeast is a huge factor in a lot of this stuff. And so yeast is different, ingredients are different. It just changes. I'm not saying Olive Garden isn't you should never eat there. Go ahead and eat there.
I know you're not. I know. It's just I love the spirit of the Italian pride. It's not the same. It's like us. It's like when I look at some places where they're quote biscuits and gravy, I look at them like that's not biscuits and gravy. That's an insult.
It's like Southern cuisine is number one. It's very regional anyway. But you have somebody up north, or transplanted down here to cook Southern cuisine. My mom was from Michigan. Now she has been in the South for, a lot of her life, but still, she wasn't really raised in it. Her parents were from the North. So my generation is really the first generation of born and raised in the South.
Yes.
So my mom was like, I got all these collards. I don't know how to cook them. Well, because my mom didn't know how to cook collards. I don't know how to cook collards, and I don't really like collards. She likes them, but I never learned how to cook them because I wasn't. She was not Southern, and her mom didn't teach her how to cook them. So so what I cook is kind of Northern Southern.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting.
The other thing is we've lost some of this, and people not it's more and more common for people to not learn how to cook from scratch and to pass down family recipes or things like that. We've become dependent on cookbooks and internet and TikTok and those sorts of things. And when you lose that generational knowledge, you lose certain things. There is every culture does this, every family does this. They always leave something out. You'll use a recipe, but it won't taste the same because there's always something left out. I jokingly tease people that it's malicious. It usually isn't. In Hispanic culture, well, maybe I shouldn't give that one away because I was told not to. Like, anyway, I've hung out with a lot of Hispanic people, and they're like, "This is great. You're missing this," and I'm like, "That's not on any recipe." They're like, "We don't put it on recipes."
Right.
But that's what we put in everything. I'm like, oh.
Well, see,
but
I think that there's also a loss in the art of cooking because, see, you're passionate about the way you cook. Mrs., when she wants to, gets passionate about it. But it's, you know, our grandmothers used to do all the meals and all the stuff all the time. They rarely went out to eat. They took pride in cooking all the time. But now I think in the last 40 years, it's become more transitory, on the move, on the rush, with two people in the workforce now and stuff. And I think that not saying it's not there and
I think it all started.
My dad was a great cook, but it was like people don't dedicate the amount of time they used to cooking because of that.
I think it all started with frozen dinners.
It did.
It became, you know, frozen dinners were created. So now you did not have to make a turkey for dinner or a pot roast. You buy 4, you know, you have a family of 4, you get 4 of them and you heat them up, and there's their roast beef, potatoes, and corn, or whatever it was. Yeah. You know, and I think that started the demise of cooking.
Then that was a factor. So part of the reason why I get teased a little bit is because, yes, I am Italian, but I'm actually more Irish than I am Italian. But my Irish side of the family, we lost a lot of the food culture and all of that sort of stuff because the women went to work. The Italian side didn't. And so on my Irish side of the family, we have women who've been business owners and entrepreneurs for 4 or 5 generations, all the way back to 1900. But that's because back in 1900, my great-great-grandfather at the time, he was a farmer, got into a horrible accident. They had to get rid of the farm, and his wife opened up a bed and breakfast and then later a hair salon. But because she was a business owner and she was running a hair salon, she taught her daughters how to run a hair salon instead of teaching them how to cook. So my great-grandmother did not know how to cook at all. And she was raising her kids in the 50s. So she took advantage of all the prepared foods that were out there and all the quick stuff. And so my mom, every time, like a lot of the times when she'd go over to her grandma's house, her grandma would just get Chinese food from her friends that owned a Chinese restaurant. Oh, and so my mom always associated the comfort food of hanging out with grandma as Chinese takeout. And that was one grandma. But on the other side, she had the Italian grandmother who was still making her pasta from scratch and hanging it out to dry on the porch and was growing her own tomatoes to make her own sauce and can it, and had a wood burning stove. And so there was a huge dichotomy between the two sides of the family. And that really is, well, a lot of people's families developed because the women were working, they were exhausted, they didn't have as much time. And so they went to a lot of these more prepared meals. And so that's why my family's food culture is so heavily Italian, is because those women were able to stay in the home.
Well, that's nice. And talk about exhausted. West, are you still there?
West!
Did we kill you?
West!
Well, Sashi does
was
say
very interesting.
Among Southern Indian people, the special recipes are passed to the guys. See, that's my dad took pride in cooking, you know, and like here, they just cook day, but the guys cooked on festive occasions. My dad loved cooking Labor Day, Memorial Day.
So
all those
that's
holidays.
where I wanted to hand this over to Sergeant Dad.
Okay.
When we first got married, he really did not know how to cook a lot. The problem is I'm a control freak. So we developed a game.
You are.
He would cook, but I had to sit my butt on the couch, and I wasn't allowed off the couch. He could ask me questions. He could bring things over to show me or whatever, but I wasn't allowed off the couch because otherwise I'd take over. He's now a fabulous cook. And then during COVID, he took over the baking in our family, and he is now a baking expert. And I was bragging about him a little bit more, but tell them about the stuff what you taught yourself this year.
This year,
Your new recipes.
Nothing massive. Yeah, I mean, I taught myself Texas sheet cake, which was a little tricky. The thing I'm planning to learn at some point in the next year or so is probably pie crust. So I don't mean the standard, like the bottom top. I'm talking about like an classic apple, like quilted pie look. You know what I'm talking about on top? That's the one I'm looking for. Like I talked to a friend about how to do it, and I looked up some tutorials on it just for fun. But I'm probably just gonna go ahead and do it one of these days when I get up and I just feel the desire to, just for funsies. Here's the problem with me is I don't really like sticking to any one recipe. I tend to jump around quite a bit, and so my food can be a little inconsistent. It's usually pretty good regardless, but it's different flavor profiles depending on the day. And that drives my dear sweet wife here a little nuts. You make amazing cookies. Why did you change it?
Because I wanted to make them amazinger.
So, see, I tell you what, though, here's the thing.
I'm going to say Dadman cooks. He has cooked, and I let him cook. If he wants to cook, I'm like, go for it. He has cooked some interesting things. He has cooked some stuff I said, don't ever cook that again. But I let him do it.
You didn't like the chocolate mashed potatoes?
I did not like the chocolate mashed potatoes. I'm sorry. He did that, and he did a dessert mashed potatoes. I'm actually going to say they honestly did not taste that bad, honestly. But I just said don't do that again. Don't waste mashed potatoes.
So.
But yeah, whenever I'm just like, go for it. If you want to cook, yay. Yeah.
But see, I think that's important. Like what you said, you sat on the couch because you are a control freak. That's like my sister, my mom, things like that. It's like the people like just, and it's nothing worse for losing your confidence than having somebody nag you. That's not, you got to be free to experiment and make your own mistakes and stuff. And Mrs. has always been gracious for that, and that's good. But so I like what you did with him is that you sat there, you had this rule, because I know it had to be hard for you.
Oh heck yes,
it had to be so hard for you because it's like you just want to pick up and run off. I mean, it's just we can just tell talking. Yes, Sashi, chocolate mashed potatoes. Heresy.
Oh, gross.
But you know what? They do have like potato cookies and things like that. And they do like chocolate covered potato chips. So I know where his brain was kind of going with it. It just was.
I needed to execute it with more sweetness.
It was just don't do that again. Just don't do that.
You're giving me ideas.
Don't
give
them ideas.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Dad.
Thank you for the inspiration.
No problem.
No, actually,
I inspire because you're inspiring her to play Fortnite. So yeah, I'll give you great cooking ideas to treat her with.
So he's being tortured in both aspects of that analogy right there, Dadman.
I'm going to tell you guys on that note of chocolate mashed potatoes. It's midnight. I'm tired. My back is killing me. So I am going to say thank you guys.
But Sashi said chocolate potato bread though might work.
That is delicious.
Yeah, that actually could. And if you switch up potatoes for plantains, you could make a dessert empanada that is chocolate dough with the plantain. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I did what I had to do. Well, Mrs., thank you. Do you want to?
It was so nice to meet you.
Mrs.,
it was nice to meet you, and we can do this again.
Or anything?
Yes, I will plug myself.
Okay.
Even though this is not an R-rated show, I will plug myself.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I hate that phrase, and he knows it. I'm going to pronounce myself now. Tomorrow at 10 a.m., I have Saturday morning cartoons. We're going to be watching some Super Mario Brothers Super Show, Animaniacs, Gargoyles, and Jackie Chan Adventures. And I love Gargoyles.
Yeah, swing by in the
Jackie
morning,
Chan Adventures is good too.
Jackie Chan Adventures is pretty good. I love Gargoyles. I was a total Gargoyles nerd. I've showed that to my kids.
Oh, really?
Yep. And
Animaniacs. We're rating them on good cartoons. There ain't nothing good right now.
The new
like our kids.
Animaniacs is horrible. The old Animaniacs, you got to know that.
Well,
Has to
Mrs.
be
Tell
the
me like what
OG.
our kids grew up between 99 and 2000.
Oh, our kids.
I mean, they had the golden years of the Disney cartoons.
They had the
and other
golden
stuff.
years of Playhouse Disney. They some of the amazing shows. Bear in the Big Blue House, PBJ Otter. Oh my gosh, I can't even think of them all. And Nick Jr. They were just fantastic shows, and now it's
Wiggles.
a bunch of Wiggles. Oh yeah, just some great stuff. The
Fruit
Doodle
salad,
Bops.
yummy.
But
Fruit salad.
They missed Tailspin though.
They did miss
Tailspin and Gummy Bears.
Yes, and you know what? You cannot get all the adventures of the Gummy Bears. It's
I know
on DVD, and they only have seasons 1 through 3, and I think there were 6 seasons. You can only get the first.
There were.
They never did put the other 3 on DVD.
Hey, Sergeant Dad said Nutella with potato bread is amazing. Next step, incorporate them more. Well, there you go. Kimberly Hart also says Me Too TV Tunes and Boomerang. And
Yes.
Sassy says plug away. Plug away, Mrs. By the way, I'm going to start my edging in a little while.
You edge, I'll plug. We'll all be happy here.
By the way, Sashi works with eyeglasses. That's called edging. So just in case anybody knows.
And I thought he worked out, on the lawn.
Yes, he's a landscaper.
Yeah.
So that's Saturday at 10 a.m. and Sunday at 3 we have a retro TV, and we're going to watch 2 pilots this week of shows. Vanacek, which was in the early 70s. It had George Papard. He plays a Polish like insurance inspector. It's like a crime show. And Due South, which is a Canadian Mountie who is sent to work in the Canadian consulate in Chicago and kind of the fish out of water
I
thing.
remember that show. Well, I remember seeing reruns of that show.
Yes.
Reruns.
Yes.
I remember reruns.
Yes, very good. Him and his dog. He's very upright. Very
Sergeant
Canadian.
Dad and I are between you guys and your kids generationally.
Mm-hmm. So those are what we're going to start with, and then I'm going to add a couple more shows to. But these were such long episodes, so we're only going to be doing those 2 on a Sunday. Monday through Wednesday and Friday next week, I'll do my morning musings, and Monday at 8 we have Superman the animated series for our primetime TV. So that's kind of the start of my shows, and I am going to be starting my diamond painting again at 1 p.m. on Monday. So trying to get back into a regular schedule, and I'm going to have a schedule posted on X and on my YouTube channel if I remember to do it, because I say I'm going to do it and then I leave my computer and I completely forget. So hopefully I'll have that.
Well, Mrs., it's probably better that you leave now, because I'm actually going to bring up a little bit.
You need to blow in. You need to have everybody take and mute their things, and you need to just blow an air horn to see if you can wake up Wes Cagle.
I know.
Oh, no air horns. No air horns.
Hey, he's awake.
He's alive.
Yay! So I will see you guys later, and I'm glad you're awake, Wes Cagle.
Sorry for cutting you off. I get a little excited about old cartoons.
Oh no, I love them. Hey, I found some sites that have some amazing cartoons, and I was hoping. I keep saying that there's one that I absolutely love called The Secret Show. It's from England. It's nowhere. I thought I had it, but the video, it's like it's been cropped up, so it's been expanded, so it's not the full video. I'm so upset because it is a fantastic show, and I cannot find it anywhere. I can't even to buy it. It's just too expensive.
That's like me. It's an old movie with Angela Lansbury. It's called The Unexpected Mrs. Polifax. And evidently the version I love was a made for TV version that they aired and then never showed again. And it was so good and I loved it. And thankfully I can watch it on YouTube, but you can't buy it anywhere.
You know what? I think I might have it for you digitally.
Oh, wow.
Are you serious?
No, maybe not. I'm going to keep looking.
Look at
maybe
this.
not.
Sashi
Maybe
said
not.
He's
I'll
alive.
keep
My
looking.
talk at edging woke him up. Wes, I think the edging call woke you up.
I'm going to keep looking and see if I
Or
can
did we
find
lose
it.
West again?
No, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, name we can't pronounce is now coming in. Guten Morgen, kindergarten. Hello.
But I will
Miss
look and see
Dadman,
if I can find it.
I found that show you were looking for, by the way.
Oh, really?
Which show was that? There's
Secret.
a mini show.
The secret show.
It's not. Look at it. Watch it. They're
yeah.
not. It's not the full screens. If it's it's the video's wrong on them. It's on
He's gonna look for
WCO.
it.
I found it. I found your show. I believe. I think I found the movie for you. I will send you a link. Actually, I'm going to put the link in just in the private chat.
Okay.
So
Well,
you
our
can check it
wonderful
out.
friend with the I want can you put in Romanized letters, our Guten Morgen friend, how to say your name, because that is super, super fascinating to me. And I'm trying to recognize that. Is that Cyrillic? I'm not sure that's what
He's
alphabet
from
is that?
Greece.
Greece.
He's
That's
from
Greek.
Greece.
Okay. I thought it was Greek for a second, and then my brain started second guessing myself. I want to know
And
what I say your name.
I have asked. He is in my streams the name we cannot pronounce. I say hello, name we cannot pronounce.
Mm-hmm.
Jaws was amazing. They did need a
Yes.
bigger boat.
Although I didn't
Yeah,
realize how
they
annoying Robert Shaw's character was. Oh my gosh, Clint was a psychopath.
Yeah.
Or Quint was
Oh,
a
gosh.
psychopath.
When he
There's
busted up
some
the radio,
interesting
I'm thinking, you big dick. Excuse my phrase, but I think I actually said that for the show.
It was just hilarious.
But anyway, look in private chat. I think I got your I think I found it for you.
Woot.
And
Okay.
if you ever look for anything, type in whatever the title is and then archive, and you'd be surprised at what you can find.
Sam just did something I've always done. I've never heard anybody say woot like that. Like typing
Oh, heck
in
yeah.
woot,
I
woot.
say it all the time.
Well, listen, I say asthma. I developed the word asthma years ago. So it's not ASMR. It's asthma.
This is the Internet Archive has my movie.
What
love
is
you.
it? What is it? What
The Amazing Mrs. Halifax.
Yeah, the Unexpected Mrs. Halifax.
I'm sitting here taking credit
it's
for
Angela
a word.
Lansbury being Angela Lansbury, being a spy. She's an old lady whose husband dies and she's lonely and wants to do something new. And so she tries to become a spy and they deny her. And then she accidentally becomes a spy anyway. And she ends up being pretty good at it. And she teams up with this really, it's fun.
Have you ever read the books?
Yes.
I have not.
The books are really good. I actually have read these books.
Okay,
Mrs. Halifax books.
Here, I'm pitching something to you before you leave.
I've got
I'll look at the books.
Midwestern goodbye, but go ahead.
I know we are. Okay, this is Dadman. I am starting a book club, a virtual book club next year. Live streaming it on my channel, and I would love to have you as part of my virtual book club.
I saw it, and it looks very, very interesting. I can't guarantee I'll read all the books. I'll try.
No, but even if you here and there can want to pop in and be on the
really
panel
cool
to discuss it.
I'd want to try to read more because I think it would help me a little bit with I was talking this morning how, if you probably noticed on this stream, that in my brain, it's like what's inside my brain is these ideas and they're popping everywhere. And then I look at chat and then that's popping in here. So I have these just little everything's flying everywhere. So I'll start a sentence, and I've done it in the morning show. I'll start a sentence, stop, and then start a completely other topic, and then go back. It's like crazy. So I'm wondering if that might help me focus a little more. So
It might.
I will try. I don't know. My brain's all brainy. So, and I'm tired.
Don't worry,
so I found your movie for you. Woo! I'm so happy.
Yay!
I'm going to really say goodbye now.
Okay. By the way, Simply Steve's here too. Hello, Mrs. Yes,
hey,
that's
Simply
10 o'clock in the morning. The Mrs. will be for cartoons. Yes, it's probably good for you to go because I got a story that's kind of sad coming up right now.
Oh,
you don't cry.
don't
maybe
wanna
not.
cry.
Yeah, probably not. And Hell, the Comic Relief Crusader. Hello, how are you doing tonight? Too?
Okay. Hello,
Yep.
goodbye, everybody.
Hello,
Ciao.
goodbye.
Buonanotte.
No, Sound of Music. Hello, farewell, Farajaka. What is
Vita
that
say
song?
goodbye.
No,
Oh,
I
that
hate
song. Yeah.
to.
Okay.
Don't get me
Goodbye,
started on musicals,
farewell,
especially this one.
Avita, say
Oh, my-
goodnight.
Don't tell
I
me you're.
hate to leave, or hate to
Oh
go
my
and leave this
gosh.
pretty side.
I really gotta get you, Figgy Plays, the
Goodbye.
business, and oh my god, I really got to get a ladies'
Okay,
night one night and
bye.
let y'all sing. But good night,
No.
Mrs.
We need to have a musical, like a musical quiz one of these times.
Oh, I would suck at that. I would be awful at it, really. I would.
I
be horrible.
actually, I'm okay, but I'm not like I don't have an unlimited knowledge. It'd be fun to just do it for fun.
It just depends on what musical quiz we're talking about. So if we throw in
Oklahoma, where the winds go blowing down the plain, or either look down. I got lines and.
I'm going to leave now.
Go ahead.
Bye, Sam. Bye, Sergeant Ted, and bye, Mr. Cagle.
Bye,
I will
Mr.
see you guys later.
But see, I love to call it Les Miserables just because I like to mock the French.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like,
I'm a Scarlet Pimpernel girl. I don't love
what
Les
the hell is
Mis.
a pimpernel again? That is the most.
It's a flower.
But I don't care.
It's a wild flower.
It is the most cringy.
The Scarlet Pimpernel is like one of the most amazing books ever, and all the shows are fantastic.
I totally agree.
I keep
I'm
thinking
sorry,
of
I heard that before I left. A pimpernel is a flower.
But I keep
and
thinking
that
of
was his symbol.
You should plant them in your garden and point it out to him.
Oh, sorry. Oh, Sashi has plenty of music. And sorry, I heard Scarlet Pimpernel and had to come back. So, Scaramouche is a good book too.
You know how I call
kind of along those same.
You know how I call Les Miserables. Well, for the longest time, I called the Scarlet Pimpernel the Scarlet Pumpernickel because
yes, you
that's
did.
Daffy Duck. That's Daffy Duck.
Yes. Okay, goodbye. I am leaving this time. I'm going to actually leave so I don't hear you guys because I will get dragged back in. Bye.
You guys are awesome. So it's too funny. But
yes, Steve. We're definitely going to argue over books a lot because just to say, books are very, very funny to. Never mind. I'm not gonna
so he harasses me that we have more bookshelves than people in our house, and I harass him that we have more computers than people in our house, and the books are my fault and the computers are his.
Oh, that's crazy.
Wait, something new for you. If
that's crazy.
Talk at the same time, we don't understand. Oh, okay. You're right. We'll slow down. Sorry, we'll try not to talk over each other.
Well, this is kind of what happens on these late night streams like this. It gets crazy, and hey, it's kind of the way we do things sometimes. It happens. We'll slow down as we can, but then sometimes it's about the riots that take place. So, but
I also forgot that you have people who are listening who may not be native English speakers. Right. And I know what it's like when people are talking over each other in Spanish. It gets hard to follow sometimes. Yeah. So for all of the non-native English speakers, I apologize and we'll try to be more consistent.
But you don't have to apologize because that's what we do on the late night shows sometimes. It is about what comes up, comes out, and we actually go crazy a few minutes, right, Wes?
Oh yeah.
That's kind of what happens. So
I really think we put him to sleep.
No.
I think we did.
Sí, hablo español también.
Oh, please stop.
Entiendo todo, Esteban.
Oh gosh, that's too funny. All right, well, let's see. This is a story that I came up with. I was curious to see what y'all had to think with this one here. I think it's sad in a lot of ways. It's hold on, I'm trying to share the screen. There we go. We'll get it here. Have y'all heard about the rabbits with the horns and tentacles? They first started, they were like in Colorado. Now apparently they're all the way over to Minnesota and stuff like that.
Yeah, it started because we're Midwest. Well, we're Mountain West. It started here in the Mountain West. Ironically enough, though, it started in the Que bueno. Hey, we have a lot of Spanish speakers in the chat right now.
Oh yeah.
I started out here in the Mountain West, yet I have not seen any animals. It's now moved on to deer that are being affected by it. But I have yet to see an animal in our area that has been impacted. We've got wild rabbits and deer, and no one seems. Oh my gosh! I wish the prairie dogs would get it and die. But anyway, we were infested
You don't
with
like the
prairie dogs.
We got great videos of prairie dogs when we went to Colorado.
Yeah,
South Dakota. Yeah.
Where we live, like literally, we are surrounded by fields full of prairie dogs, and I'm not talking like a dozen. I'm talking like hundreds.
Yeah.
Of prairie dogs.
Oh wow.
So
they're big in packs and groups, and I tell you what, there was one kid's like telling all the people around at this little touristy thing at the Badlands, one of them bit me, and my wife and I were looking at each other like, yeah, that's a badge of honor. Like
they look like jackalopes. Okay, this is the simple. Steven was pointing. They look like this thing makes them look like jackalopes. They do, but they're not. They look like they got these antlers, but there's cysts. There's like a parasite. Do you have any pictures of them, Dadman?
Which, the jackalopes or the
no, the infected bunnies?
Yes, I do. I was going to bring that up. Right, this is horrible.
It's so sad.
Is.
That one's really covered.
Yeah, I mean, there's the eye and there's the nose, and then they describe them as tentacles, and then their horns. I mean, it's just really.
It's basically
really
a cyst. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah, it's a cyst.
What these things have.
They're worried about it starting to impact domesticated animals. So far it doesn't seem to be affecting dogs and cats.
No.
Because I'm in the Mountain West, so this has been all over our news. But it is affecting, it's jumped species now, and it's not just rabbits. The deers are now getting infected.
West, have you heard about this?
I've just seen a picture here or there. I don't know what it. I have no idea why it is what it is, and I don't know, much else about it.
Yeah, because they say that they're not anything to be spooked by, but it's really furry creatures merely have a relatively common virus, is what they say. Here's another picture here. It's cottontails recently spotted in Fort Collins are infected with mostly harmless Shope papillomavirus, which causes wart-like growths that protrude from the faces like metastasizing horns. They call them Frankenstein bunnies, demon rabbits, zombie rabbits, but the affliction is nothing new. See, they say there's nothing new, but it's like, why have we not seen these before? And it does tie to the jackalope myth in North America of a rabbit with antlers or horns or other variations. So,
from what I'm hearing, it's never really spread before. And that's the thing. It's kind of just existed in this one little area, but it's now spreading. And the fact here in the Mountain West, they're worried because it's jumped species for the first time.
Yeah.
It has always been just that type of rabbit in this region that is prone to it. And it's never been in a significant proportion. And it's not really now it's starting to spread to other states. And it's jumped to deer. And deer, that's the thing, is deer and hunting is still big here in the Midwest and Mountain West. And hunting is huge. And so there is concern about what happens if people eat animals that are infected with this virus and different things like that. And so it's something to be aware of. Do I think it's the end of the world? No. Do I think it looks so sad? Yes. Those poor little bunnies look miserable. But like I said, I'm in the Mountain West, and it's supposedly happening here, and I've yet to see personally an animal affected by it. So yes, it's happening, but I think it's getting traction. I don't think it is because it's sensational. I don't think it really is an end of the world thing. I think it's definitely something to keep an eye on, though.
Well, don't worry about it. If it's jumping species, you don't have to worry about the human thing. They'll try to panic us, but Dr. F will end up with a with a shot for that soon enough. So
Oh,
don't-
God.
Dude, I got swine flu and I survived, so y'all are good.
There you go. Yeah. You never know. It could go north. I mean, it's like in Colorado. Next thing there's over to Montana, Minnesota, South Dakota. So it's like,
You know, when it starts affecting the Canadians, that's when we'll.
yeah, they'll take it serious. Blame Canada. Blame Canada.
No, in this case, it'd be blame nature. It's a virus. It happens. I'm sure there's a way to treat it, but
Mhm.
the U.S. is so big. That's the other thing. Like, even if we wanted to treat all of these diseases in the wild animal populations in the United States, it's not practical. We can't catch all of the infected animals.
Right. No. All right. Well, a lot of people don't eat rabbit, but a lot of people eat deer, especially down here in the South.
Mhm.
A lot of them hunt their
Yeah,
own.
and that's
Canada is not even a real country anyway. Love it. Love it. Love it. So,
wait, Canada has a warship like for war? Does Canada know?
well, they used to in World War
Oh
II.
yeah, in World War II, Canada had the third largest navy in the world.
Yeah.
There's an old website that made it was like Babylon Bee before Babylon Bee. They made spoof comedy newspaper stories, and one of them was this during the blockade of Iraq. During the Iraq War, a Canadian warship actually caught smugglers with Iraqi oil. And the title of the fake headline was Canada has a warship like for war. Does Canada know?
Yeah.
And how the UN was going to investigate who decided to give the Canadians guns.
Oh, gosh. Common Relief, who's up from there, says that's why Alberta was separate. We had it with Canada.
Oh my gosh,
That's too awesome.
Dude, what was it?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Halifax. It was one of the states actually got the farthest it ever has in its provision to separate and become independent. I
Quebec.
can't remember which one it was now.
Mm-hmm.
Quebec. The French don't want to be part of Canada.
Nah. It wasn't
No.
Quebec though. It was one of the ones in the middle.
Well, that
Like
would be
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan and Manitoba.
Yeah.
It was Saskatchewan. I think it was Saskatchewan. I think Saskatchewan. They got the closest they've ever gotten. I think they had a 30% approval from their population to become their own country.
Wow.
Not enough for it to happen, but that's still significant.
So I guess the riots have not happened in your house yet. It seems like the kiddies are down.
No, they actually fell asleep. We must have tired. So I didn't want them to mutiny tonight, so I had a diabolical plan.
Yeah.
They wanted to watch a movie or play a video game, and I said they had to do we had to do family laser tag first.
Right.
So we ran all around the house with them playing laser tag for like almost an hour and
That's
got them
awesome.
really tired. And then we let them watch a show in a dark room. Yeah, I think it worked.
Oh God, I just feel really old. I just remembered when I come home from work, especially with my first kid, and some with my second kid was, I'd come into work, they'd immediately run and hide, and I'd have to hunt around the house. Oh, I'm so old. God, bad moment. Yeah, Sashi said New Zealand's had an advanced mapping ship. They ran it aground. Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, let's go ahead. We're gonna go for about another 15, 20 minutes right here. Let's play somewhere in the USA, shall we? I got a few headlines for us. Y'all ready?
Okay, wait. Sergeant Dad, over here. We're in the USA.
Yeah.
I gotta beat you this time fair and square.
Yeah, he really came. He really went all out last time. He had a good
Dude.
week last time.
He kicked my tushy last time.
I know. Well, that's good. He's got to keep you humble, though. You know.
I know, right?
Yeah. All right, West, you ready?
I don't need a bigger
ready.
head.
You don't need a bigger head. Yeah. You ready, West?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. You're going to about. These are your states. Remember, I'll give you 3 states. I will give you a headline, and here is where we're at. We're going to have Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey in this one. Already said Pinellas County, Florida. Jeez, thank you, guys. All right. Cops. Woman naked from waist down claims snakes ate her pants. Woman naked from waist down claims snakes ate her pants. Did this happen in Pennsylvania, New York, or New Jersey? What say you, Sam?
Jersey.
Any particular reason with the jerseys with this?
No, just because I love picking on Jersey. After living there for a year and a half, I'm gonna pick on Jersey.
Man, you talk like you lived there 20 years, like as long as Wes did. So, okay, Sergeant Dad, what do you say?
I'll go for New York.
Any particular reason why?
Druggies and drunk?
No, but Pennsylvania and New York are. Well, I'll just leave it at that. I just have feelings on that.
Okay, West, it's up to you to defend the honor of New Jersey.
Well, I like making fun of New Jersey as much as the next person. I mean, I've lived here for 56 years now, but this sounds. I have to say it's Pennsylvania because this sounds like Pennsauken. I mean, Kensington. This is definitely Kensington, and anybody who knows where Kensington is and has seen Kensington in the last 20 years knows that these people are just out of their gourd.
Okay, well, and Kensington again is what, New Jersey?
No, that's Pennsylvania. That's the neighborhood of Philly.
I'm sorry, I keep getting some of these states confused very quickly.
Camden is Jersey.
Yeah, Kensington. I mean, Pennsauken and Camden and all that. That's
Pennsauken. Oh my gosh! Don't get me started on Pennsauken.
Yeah.
Y'all are too funny. I love it. Y'all are just too funny with some of these. I mean, it's like y'all are like old neighbors the way y'all talk about that place. Like, anyway. All right. Well, let's go. Here is our answer, folks. Make sure y'all hit that like button and smash that like button, and make sure you subscribe. Okay. Let's see. Wes said Pinellas County. Steve said Florida, but then said Penn. Name we can't pronounce said, I want to visit Ohio. Want to see the memes are true. Dave says New Jersey, West Kegel land. Comic Relief says Penn. Sashi said a snake in Indonesia ate a lady, but not her pants and slippers. So that's odd. All right. Well, here you go. Cops. Woman naked from waist down claimed snakes ate her pants. A woman found naked waist down told Pennsylvania police
good job.
that snakes had eaten her pants, according to a court filing. Responding last Thursday afternoon, the multiple 911 calls about a half-dressed woman walking in the middle of a road about 25 miles from Philadelphia. Cops found the woman naked from the waist down, and she was rambling. She was suspected of narcotics use. Initially said that she had put her pants in a storm chain before contending that snakes had eaten them. She was sweating profusely, making nonsensical outbursts. Arrested for indecent exposure, disorderly conduct, public drunkenness. She was booked into the Montgomery County Jail on misdemeanor counts. So I don't know if that's where you think it was, West.
Montgomery County? No. Kensington is Philadelphia County. So.
Well, it's 35. It's only 25 miles west of Philadelphia, though.
Yeah.
So that's not bad. Oh, not Pennsylvania.
If the snake's got her pants, if the snake's got her pants, but she's completely naked, what happened to the underwear?
Just they may not have ever existed. That's the scary part.
Commando?
Commando.
Yeah. Well, that's Pennsylvania. I mean, that's Kensington. So.
Yep. I would say so. But hey, all right. Well, there's our first one for the night. Yay. All right. We got some people that had some success with that one. Okay. So let's see with this one. Yeah. Take care, Comet Loose Crusader. Hope you rest well. Good. Have a good night. All right. Well, we are going to, let's see. Of course, I got to type them in, as Wes knows. So, okay.
Just don't type in mushroom.
No, I know exactly. Okay, legendary dairyman carries ice cream up dry. Legendary dairyman carries ice cream and dry ice up to Mountain Peak as treat for other hikers. Legendary
New
Dairy
York.
Man carries ice cream and dry ice up to the mountain peak as treat for other
Oh,
hikers. Colorado, Wyoming, or Idaho?
crap.
What do you think, Sergeant Dad?
Philip? I mean,
Let's see here.
they changed the states on us. I was going to
Yeah,
say
sorry
something
about
else.
that.
and then-
I did it
Nah, you're
differently.
good.
Right?
You're good. Throw a curveball.
Yeah. Legendary
I'm gonna go
Dairy Man.
Idaho.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Idaho.
Okay.
Yeah.
West, what about you?
Well, that sounds like Wyoming to me.
Okay. Okay. Sam, what about you?
I'm going to say Colorado.
Okay. Any particular reason why?
Well, there's a lot of mountains in Colorado. There's
Okay.
not actually a lot of mountains in Wyoming. And there's
What do you
a
mean
good
there's
amount
not
of dairy
mountains in
farmers in
Wyoming?
both Colorado and Idaho,
What do you
so I'm
mean
not
there's
sure.
not? What do you mean there's not mountains in Wyoming? I drove up to 10,000 feet. I crossed the
There's not
Continental
enough.
Divide three times. Everything's a mountain to Florida. Our highest elevation is 740 feet. I got a picture to prove it.
Most of Wyoming is really flat.
But it's high though.
Like my 8th grade girlfriend.
Well, we'll find out who's right in a second.
All right. Well, let's see what the chat says here. Wes Cagle said Wyoming. Also, Steve said Colorado. Name we can't pronounce said Colorado. Fallout Dave said Boulder, Colorado. Sasha said we Asians carry tofu up mountains as documented in the initial D. And if it starts with a C, it's a weird place.
It's true.
All right. Legendary Dairy Man carries ice cream and dry ice up Colorado Peak as for other hikers.
Yup.
So, Colorado, you got it. But hey, look at the peak. Here we go. Here with this one right here. There's the. Ta-da! He's. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's the Colorado thing. Like, I could just see that. Colorado people are their own special kind of granola.
Granola. Oh, that sounds like a California term. But look, it looks like he's got. It doesn't look like a cheap brand, but look at that. He's got the ice cream bars up there. Probably wouldn't have to worry about them melting, So
high enough at the right time of year, nah. I mean, there's a camera on Pikes Peak, so you can see what the weather was like. And there is snow on Pikes Peak a lot of the year.
I heard about somebody that got caught in a hailstorm and they had to stop all the traffic coming down. And then they said it was so bad when they got caught in that storm. It was like horrible.
Oh, yeah. Hailstorms in Colorado. Ask anybody in the military who's been stationed there.
Mm-hmm.
They are horrible.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's insane. So yeah, that would be Florida, 740 feet. I got pictures.
That's Brighton Hill. Yeah.
Dude, if it's below 9,000, it's a hill.
It's Longwood, like Longwood Park or Lakewood Park or something like that is what it's called. It's over near Florala, Alabama, home of the guns, drugs, and ammo. So. All right, we got. Let's see this one. Let me see.
Well, when you're talking about names for the highest elevations in each state, New Jersey has the most original name for its highest point.
What's that?
High Point.
Oh, that's cool. High Point.
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. It's called High Point. High Point, New Jersey.
Wow, this guy went up to 14,000 feet. One of Colorado's tallest. Wow. 3/4 of the way up to Ron Peak.
We knew in a military family that were from Colorado, and the wife in college, her favorite thing to do was to hike the top mountains with her friends that were from other states. There's some really tall ones, and they were like backpacking them every weekend. There's a huge group of people that do those sorts of things. I'm not a backpack up a mountain kind of person.
Oh, I don't blame you. Yep. I wouldn't do it. I like flatlands. I like hiking, but it's just I don't.
I like hiking. I like hiking mountains.
Yep.
I'm not gonna hike and camp for a couple of days though.
No, I'm on my hotel at the end of the night, so I'm good with that. Well, we got one last one here. I'm going to go back to our 3 states that we started with: Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey. On this one, you guys are.
Okay.
I think you're going to have fun with this one. All right. I guess Wes, you get to go first this time. Man breakdances through town hall meeting. Man breakdances through town hall meeting. Did this happen in Pennsylvania, New York, or New Jersey?
Oh, that's every day on the New York City subway. So
I know. So that wouldn't be exceptional. That wouldn't be newsworthy there.
no.
Do I see?
So what do you think then, Sam? If Wes would go in New York?
Oh. I'm saying that would be newsworthy in Pennsylvania, but I don't think it'd be newsworthy the other 2 places.
Okay. All right. Now, Sergeant Dad, what do you think?
I'd say Pennsylvania.
Okay. Lots of Pennsylvanias. We got Simply Steve with Joyzy. Name we can't pronounce says New York. Lemon Pie said Pennsylvania. All right. Any other answers? You got any other answers? Get them in. Vote early, vote often is what I always say. You know, or like you said earlier, my friend from high school said that if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that is so into,
Well, my brother's
love
philosophy
people,
was
yeah.
it's only cheating if you get caught.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, we got a Pennsylvania. Lemon Pie says maybe Philly. All right. Well, let's go ahead for the answer. You ready? Jersey man breakdances through town hall meeting. Jersey.
That's like a Tuesday.
Well, it's the one word to best describe town hall meetings. Boring comes to mind. If there's one word best to describe town hall meetings, boring comes to mind. Generally, the meetings are a chance for the town's residents to air their grievances about sidewalks, storm drains, and parking ordinances, to name but a few unexciting instances. The city officials struggle to stay awake as they nod, smile, and then do pretty much nothing other than letting their constituents know that they've been heard. They're about as exciting as watching paint dry, but only as someone from the town told you that the paint was the wrong color and you're being fined for it. Things are different in Cranford, New Jersey, however, where the hero of the common man, broke things up by breakdancing. The man who is running for township committee in Cranford is looking to start a new movement. The movement includes moonwalking, the wave, and backspins. Given the standard 5 minutes to rant about birds or whatever, he instead approached the mic wordlessly and started popping and locking. Slowly breakdancing his way up to the podium, he even did a backspin on the floor. Upon finally reaching it, he turned around, then grabbed some water and made his way back. About 2 minutes later, he finally started speaking to all those gathered about his weekend. Then he asked if anyone wanted to see him do a backspin. Met with resounding silence, he did one anyway and finally got to the much less exciting point, asking why his taxes had gone up. While his dance skills are passable at best, perhaps the best thing about this whole affair is how the rest of the constituents reacted, or in this case, didn't. His entire performance was met with silence, and from the looks of most of the other attendees, it was accompanied by total disdain. He called this dance the improv, saying it was decided on the spot. He's, quote, "The main goal is to have our local government lighten up and look at the residents as friends and equals. The division and lack of community decision-making is what seems to be our biggest problem, not to mention people are overly stressed and taking stuff too seriously, not feeling free to speak and express themselves as they might wish." The rest of the town hall didn't seem particularly interested, but he's got our vote, even though we don't live in Cranford. As far as dancing politicians go, he's definitely more agile than the current commander-in-chief. I don't think so. I think we got a commander-in-chief that can dance pretty good. Pollux, who we know is broken. Maybe it can be fixed with some breaking. Yeah. No, it was not Australian breakdancing. At least it was not.
No Reagan.
Yeah.
No Reagan.
No, that was. Oh, Lemon Pie said you breakdance in town hall meetings.
Well, if our politicians.
Well, we know where West lives now.
Well, if our politicians in New Jersey are going to start breakdancing, Chris Christie's out because he'll break the floor.
Yep. If there's any floor left, but All right, well, folks, that's what we've got for tonight. Thank you. Trying to might see about doing more Friday nights as we can with things going on and getting the energy back up. Hope we have other friends to invite, but I'm grateful for Sam to come on to tell me about why. I keep wanting to say Cracker Barrel. That's another discussion for another day. Olive Garden is
It's corporatization of them too,
dude. There's Southern comfort food can't be done in a bag. It has to be done fresh and from scratch.
Oh, heck yeah.
That's
But
what it has to be.
Any quality food needs to be done fresh from scratch. And that's my whole thing. If you want good Indian food, it needs to be done fresh from scratch. If you want good Mexican, it should be done fresh from scratch. If you want good Italian, like good food should be from scratch. Period.
Yeah, exactly. All right, West, any other thoughts?
There's never any much thoughts, with where it comes. I'm from Jersey, so
yeah,
it's never any thoughts here.
Well, I tell you, never any possible. I still love, even though we got sick on it the other night. But yeah, any last thoughts, Sam?
I blame you guys for getting me into streaming.
Yay! All right, and Fortnite soon.
Oh God!
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
That's the end of that. Yeah. Don't. I blame that. I play games to have fun. I get aggravated every time I play Fortnite now because that damn game.
Oh, we got to get back together. I've been busy, but I know, dude. It's like missing out. It's frustrating out there in the regular games, but But I know what you mean. But at least you're like the Hammers back in the regular matches, so.
Yeah. No.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, out of the world order from that. Yeah, Sam, why don't you go ahead and say a little bit about what you're doing, West? If you can get me, or Dave, can y'all get me Sam's link for me?
Well, I'm just gonna throw it out. I blame you guys. I blame Pro, and I blame Lorena and Erica, and that's a good blaming.
Yes.
Y'all got me into this YouTube crazy, and it's gonna be 1 year of me being on YouTube. I've been a podcaster for almost 5, but only on YouTube for a year. So gonna do my first live stream on my own channel on October, I think 11th is what it is. And so please come catch me on that. I'm still not sure the time, but please come join me on that one so that I'm not talking to myself for my first live stream. That would be really, really sad.
Yeah.
The other thing is I am still working on my Veterans History Project. If you know a veteran, are a veteran, I would love to help preserve your military experience for future generations and your family. Additionally, if you have anything you do that is military adjacent or you are a military family member, I love to share resources with, that's what we do. Life of a Military Wife is not just a tagline. It really is what I do. And I will be starting a book club. So y'all, if you're readers, if you're book nerdies like me, starting in January, I will have the list out for my 1 year on YouTube is when I'm going to put out the list of the books and what months we're doing it. I actually have 3 authors who've said that they will come and be part of the panel on the month when we discuss their book. I'm trying to get as many of the authors as possible to participate in those live streams. So yeah, just same as always, please. Our service members often don't understand the importance of the contribution they have made to the freedom of our country and to the blessings that we all have day in and day out. And it's important for them to understand that their contribution and sacrifices mean something not only to their families, but to us as a nation, and that those stories are worth preserving and recording. And even if it's just me making a copy for them, for their families, then I want to be able to do that for them as a public service. If they're willing to let me put it on my podcast as advertisement so we get the word out about what I'm doing, great. If they are willing to let me put it into the National Archives so that it is preserved for future generations, that's even better. But it's whatever they're comfortable with, but every story matters. And we need our veterans to know that we love and support them.
Yep. Absolutely true. All right. Well, folks, everybody, thank you again for tonight. Great night. We managed over an hour and a half on a Friday night. So I'm not sure. Sin from Sin's Corner.
Ooh.
So
Send me the information. I'll check it out.
Exactly. So, and Sam is on Twitter also, so you can find her there.
Yep.
I'm not sure Saucy
Facebook.
is, but
I'm on Facebook. I'm on X. I'm on Spotify, Audible, Apple Podcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you have a good night, everybody, too. And thank you, everybody. And y'all have a good night. I don't know when I'll see you. Maybe random over the weekend. Who knows? Maybe I'll just, I don't know, get some rest or catch up on work around here. And yes, don't forget Mrs. in the Morning at 10 a.m. for cartoons, including Animaniacs and Gargoyles. So, and Jackie Chan. So,
have a great night, Dadman.
You too, Sergeant Dad. I'll catch everybody later and let me hit the end stream. Bye, all.
Ciao.